How's the store going, Nicole?
None of your business.
I want my sex tonight.
More Biggie.
You're a user, Muhammad.
I did the BG, no for real.
Bitch ass, slut ass whore.
You don't like it? Why are you wasting money going to Grenada?
Who is the dance queen? We will die. Good night.
Hello, hello, hello. This is 90 Day Fiance. I want my podcast. That's Danielle's voice for the sound of our podcast. We are live from our storage facility, and this is a predictions episode about episode 7. There is a lot to talk about. Yeah. Oh, firstly, let me introduce...
My name is Jenna, and you're Miguel.
Yeah, role reversal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually Jenna. And here's my co-host.
I think they can tell.
Miguel Perez. I don't know. We sound exactly the same because we do everything together, and we live together, matching clothes. Yeah. We do. Yeah.
Yeah. When I walked in today into the house, I said, "Oh, I have a girlfriend."
Uh-huh.
And you said, "Yeah." And then I said, "Come outside and meet her."
And I got a little bit scared.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Who would say yes to that?
So yeah, this is a predictions episode. We're gonna be predicting basically based on what they give us at the end, which is the
next time
on 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After. So yeah, we're gonna be based on that. So we're gonna go through the couples. It's gonna be a very quick podcast, I think, because I got some dirt. I got some tea to spill.
Miguel's bringing us dirt from the Instagrams.
Yes.
From Instagram or Facebook? The community's
Instagram,
on there.
Facebook, YouTube. Oof. I mean, I usually I'm the host, the MC at the Brockton Rocks in Brockton, Massachusetts,
which is a baseball team.
It's
local
a baseball.
team.
Yeah, it's like a. I don't want to say a little league. Yeah, it's
not little league because they're adults.
Well, you're right. It's not little league.
But they're college age.
They're college kids.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm the MC for the game, and I come out and talk and entertain
He's
the
a hype
crowd.
man.
Basically, yeah. Excuse me, but I spend most of my time today. I did that today, and I spend most of my time searching for 90 Day Fiance dirt.
Ooh, spill that tea.
Yeah, so I spent about, I got there at 6, and I left around 9.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3 hours of just looking at videos and reading material and finding out some really, really wild shit.
If only you were paid for that time.
I was.
Oh, right. I meant like a job.
A job.
Yeah,
I mean, eventually, eventually. Mm-hmm. But as of right now, this is just a hobby that we do. Mm-hmm. So should we jump into it?
Let's do it. Let's start with Ashley. She was up first.
Yeah.
In the do
we
want to play the clip?
Yeah, I'm going to play the clips. We're going to go clip for clip, all right?
Great.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
And he was at some random house. It's crazy. Jay didn't tell me everything, and it's heartbreaking.
You're going to be going...
All right, so that was...
one thing that got caught off from the beginning of that clip is that Ashley says that she tracks Jay's location on his phone.
Which is not weird.
That is weird.
For a normal person, yes, that is very weird. But for Ashley, are we surprised?
I mean, no. That does seem like something someone kind of insecure would do, or
right. She's already been cheated on, so I can see why she's doing it. I don't think she's doing it just to be a psycho. I'm doing it because,
she's
like
paranoid.
you said, she's insecure and she's afraid that he might be cheating on her.
Right.
So I can see why. I'm not completely against
but
it,
but I could never imagine having that conversation with someone like, I want to track your phone. Like, send me your location or whoever.
Right,
you
that
do
is
it.
that is a kind of a crazy thing.
Extra special.
Yeah, that is a little crazy.
Yeah. So it looks like in the clip that she's meeting with Jay's sister.
Jay's sister, yes.
Jay's sister visits from Jamaica. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably. I don't think she came all the way from like Germany.
Well, maybe she's living somewhere else right now. Maybe she's
she's from Jamaica.
Yeah, but maybe she like lives in Connecticut or like something like that.
I don't think she lives in Connecticut. I think she lives in Jamaica.
Who knows? I'm leaving it open. We don't know enough from the clip. All I know
I'm gonna assume she's from Jamaica.
I think she originates from Jamaica.
I think she lives in Jamaica.
Okay. All I know is that she's wearing very, very cool purple lipstick that not many people could pull off.
That is true.
And it
yeah,
looks
she does look good.
sensational. So
She does look good.
I want to hear more from her.
Yeah, I want to hear her perspective.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that, to see what she has to say. Predictions. What do you think is going to happen?
Predictions. I think she and that girl, Jay's sister, Ashley and the sister, are going to go on a like crazy road trip and try and figure out where he is, and like go to the house and confront him, and they're going to like be all Thelma and Louise, and something crazy like that's gonna happen.
I think my prediction is Ashley is going to show up at the local high school and beat up the girl that...
Ooh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's honestly, that's my prediction.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna show up at the local high school and be like, "I want to talk to you for a second."
Yeah.
And then Brandy is gonna be in the back, like,
Brandy.
like
Yeah, the
you know,
hype
like
friend.
yeah, like punching her like her
my
hand
God,
with a
yeah.
fist, like she's like one of like her goons.
Totally. Yeah.
She's like a badass. Maybe she's holding a baseball bat and she's putting it over her shoulder and she's like chewing bubble gum and like making the bubbles. She's just like staring down this poor girl who's like 18 and
just defenseless.
Yeah.
I'm having flashbacks because I just described one of my friends as this person in therapy, and I was talking about how I was like I said like something in reply to one of my friends, and it felt like the moment where a fight was heating up, and then like after I said something, my friend came in and she was like, yeah, and then she said something back, and I was like, it's so embarrassing because she just like gets intense about it. And I'm like, oh my God. So
yeah, I
think Brandy's totally.
I don't think Brandy would get intense about it, but I don't think she'd talk shit.
Yeah.
I think she'd just be in the background looking all intimidating, like,
totally.
don't fuck with her.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah. Everyone needs one of those friends.
Yeah, I totally agree. So that's it. That's it for Ashley. That's our predictions for Ashley and Jay. Shall we move on?
Sure.
Okay.
Going through a lot of pain.
I've had 7 babies. It hurts like a badge.
Okay, so that was Pau and Russ. It was a very quick one because they were just at the hospital. They were talking to some lady, and the
ready for
lady
baby?
looked like she had 7 babies.
Yeah, and she said she's had 7 babies.
Right, she has the body of a lady that had 7 babies.
Yeah, and sat in the sun for every single birth or something like that.
And she goes...
This woman looks like a doula. She has the hair of a doula. She has the outfit of a doula. I'm going to call it and say she's a doula. It's a... How do I explain it? It's typically a woman who helps in the birthing situation. In birthing, they're kind of like alternative medicine considered right now, but there's like a crossover because really fancy people are paying like thousands and thousands of dollars to have a doula in the room, because she kind of acts as like a coach and an advocate, and they have a reputation for being like super crunchy and like very real because they've gone through all this pregnancy and seen all this life and such. So that's why I think she's that. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Doula.
Yeah. Well, she tells Pau that it's going to hurt a lot.
Yeah. And Pau does not look ready for that.
She does not look ready for that.
So Pau's getting ready for the truth of pregnancy, which is a hard truth because it's something that is very covered up. Like, no one wants to tell pregnant ladies like how bad it's actually going to be.
Yeah. Well, apparently it's going to be bad. Yeah. So we'll see how that turns out. I honestly think my prediction is going to be that everything goes well and Pau's eventually going to have her baby, and she's good. Yeah. Like, I think this episode is just like to freak us out, but like, well, like, I think she's fine. Yeah. Honestly, I think they're the most stable couple. Oh yeah. In the whole show.
I agree. They've been together the longest. Yeah. Like, they're solid.
Ross, he had his little like bitchy moments where he's like, I can't support you, and I'm gonna have my mom talk to you into moving back to Oklahoma. But like, he's been stepping up, Yeah, and I'm absolutely on board with that prediction. I think everything's gonna go fine with them. It's perfectly normal. Yeah, everything is just as is. Yeah, yeah, I think so too. All right, let's move on to the next couple.
How am I going to support my wife through this labor?
By the way, I think he's going to support her just fine.
Yeah, that's fine. He's
ready. A little addition to this.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
That's Moroccan. Knows exactly what's going on over there with Hassan.
I'm not talking about something stupid like this.
Moroccan emailed me. Says Hassan is just stringing Nicole on. Stop.
Okay.
Yeah, Joe and his pronunciation
Joe
of Moroccan.
is the man.
Yeah.
He is the one and only true savage of the show.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only one that comes out and just hits her in the face with reality.
True.
And she has no option to but to take it.
Mm-hmm.
And then she doesn't know how to handle it.
Mm.
Like every time he hits her with a hard question, she's always like, none of your business, Joe.
Yeah, she reacts very strongly.
Yeah,
to him.
she can. Like every time her mom talks to her, she's always like, it's gonna be fine, I think. I don't know.
It's because she knows how to play her.
But like Joe's like, why are you spending money, you big dum-dum? And she's like, none of your business, Joe.
You're not my real dad.
You're not my real dad, Joe.
Yeah. She's making a lot of choices.
No, she's making a lot of mistakes. That's what she's making. That's...
Did you see the purple hair? It's
Oh, gosh.
really poorly done. Like it's all like poorly blended.
It's
like
so bad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It is so bad.
It's just kind of like the icing on the cake of this whole like crappy season of her.
Yeah. So let's talk about the tea.
Ooh, it's
that I
time for
have.
the tea.
Yes.
It's tea time, people.
Tea time. Clink, clink.
Pinkies up.
Okay, so there is an article online, and it's actually not an article. This is just like a part of the interview.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a YouTube video, and I want to give credit to the proper person. This guy's name is Keith Brooks. He has a YouTube channel.
Keith.
Yes, shout out to Keith. Check him out. He has a YouTube channel, and he interviews a woman from Spain.
Ooh.
That knows Azan, but she doesn't know him by Azan. She knows him by what did she say she knows him as? Gosh, I know how to ruin a bad moment.
That's okay.
Moment.
We're with you. We're with you here. We support you in your choices.
Good God Almighty! I had it right here. Hassan Tifo.
Are you sure you're pronouncing it right?
Hassan Tifo.
Is it Hassan?
Yeah, like
Can I see?
Hassan.
Yeah, Hassan.
T as in Tito. EFOU.
Okay.
That's his name, right? So then I sent you a picture earlier.
Yeah, which had a different name. That's why
The name
questioned.
was Salan, but with the same last name.
Yeah.
And in the background, right, he's sitting on this like sidewalk or something.
You guys
And on
see
the
picture.
background,
We'll post the picture on our Instagram.
On the background?
90DF_ I want my podcast.
yes, on the background you see May with
What looks
Nicole.
like May and Nicole.
Yes.
Nicole looked a little slimmer than typically, though.
Yeah, but that's her.
You think it's her?
Oh yeah, 100%. And then when this lady from Spain asked him, "Oh, who is that?" He went, "Oh, they're just tourists."
Because that's what they look like.
Right. So, then he said some wild shit. He said
Also,
some
who do we think
wild
was taking
shit.
the picture?
That's
what
somebody
I was
else.
wondering.
Somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember.
They just took like a glamour shot of him with
Yes.
them in the background. That's basically what this is.
But yeah, this lady, she you can watch the whole interview on this guy Keith Brooks YouTube channel. It's very good. So this lady talks about how he doesn't want to be with Nicole. Like she basically finds out about her.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Hey, why are you with her?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm not with her. I'm just like, like trying to get money or whatever from her." Like he was just pretty much scamming her.
Yeah.
Like that's not even his real name. Wow. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And she says that he told her that like he's only doing it for the show because he wants the money. Right?
Yikes.
So he's only getting the money from Nicole, which we already know she's sending him money. Like we're 99.9999%.
Where's the $6,000, Nicole?
Yeah, where's
the
the store? How's the store going, Nicole? None of your business, Joe.
Classic moment.
Oh, that was a classic moment. So yes, she basically spills the tea about, all the conversations that she had with Azan and
Or
all
Hassan.
or Hassan or whatever his other name was, about how he just scams different people.
Wow.
And the reason why he can't get out of the country is because the country found out about this. They have a rule on the Moroccan consulate. If you look it up on the website, they have a rule. They have all this like things like you could be scammed. If the person
Like
tells
warnings?
you, yes, like if the person tells you they love you
Yeah.
within days or weeks of knowing you, of just talking to you online,
yeah.
like he's a scammer.
So they're like
They
warning
they
signs,
know.
Yeah.
They know.
Because they probably have seen so many things of this.
Of course.
Nigeria has the same kind of thing. Like they're very hard on scammers. What we learned from what Angela
And
Michael. Yeah. Who love Trump.
Yeah.
So that's so interesting, and those are like African countries. So
Yeah.
I wonder if there's they like work together or something to try and like dampen down the amount of scamming that comes out of those two countries.
Yeah. So there's the one that I really was
There's
like,
more?
oh, there is so much on
Oh
this.
my god, I can't even take it.
I might save some of it, but basically one of the things that really shocked me is that Hassan said that he would have hit her when she was groping him, because I think it's kind of like allowed there, I guess.
What?
Because she was like
Oh,
groping
yeah.
him,
Yeah.
and like he would have to like put his woman in place. I don't know. I think that's the rule.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's.
But it sounds like
accepted.
something that could happen over there.
Right.
So he says that he would have hit her, but the cameras were there, so he didn't. And the reason why he would be with May so much is just that he wouldn't touch Nicole.
It was like a buffer.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my god! So he felt uncomfortable by the touching.
Yes.
Like very.
Yes. Wow. Yes. Yes. There's
oh my
so
god!
much
And
crap.
she didn't pick up on any of that. Like that's crazy to me. Like she did not pick up on any of those nonverbal cues. That
Right.
like he was uncomfortable. He didn't want like her touching was unwanted.
Yes, and apparently there was several women too. One from France,
Yeah.
Spain, England, and Korea.
He gets around.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he can't go to Korea.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
they tried
Is
and
it
they were
it's
like,
South Korea, right?
I mean, yes, the
Yeah,
only Korea
okay.
you can go to.
Yeah.
And then he just kept Nicole like on the back pocket,
Wow.
just to keep him money. So he was making bank.
Because that's his passive income.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So remember the time that they said, "Hey," like somebody messaged Nicole. It's like, "Oh, here's a message from Azan saying, oh, I wanna kiss you.
Yeah.
I wanna kiss you. Hey,
So that was going to
bad."
France.
So I got an actual screenshot of the conversation of the what Azan was saying to that girl from Spain.
Whoa.
Yes. Which
And
is
why was the
basically
girl
saying
from Spain into him? Do we know anything about her?
she's basically like
Just
a
to add
Nicole.
some color. Okay.
A Nicole of Spain. A Spanish Nicole.
So
Spaniard
she just
Nicole.
holds Hamon with
Yeah.
her whenever
Yes.
she goes.
Yes. This lady basically was doing the same thing that Nicole's doing right now, which
I
is being scammed.
Yeah.
She was being scammed, but she came forward. She talked to this guy on a YouTube interview, and that interview just blew up. Wow. Yeah. Huge shout out to the savages that helped me get this. I can't tell you the name of the group, but these people are savages, and I love them. I like that. I'm like part of the family. Like I comment on everything. People like me. We talk. Oh yeah, it's a good time. It's a good thing. Anyways, so he also claimed that he wasn't attracted to Nicole, and that that Azan's family hates her. All right, and even though they're set to wed in Morocco, it's not gonna happen. She's just a meal ticket to him.
Whoa.
Basically. That's what it is. This is directly from the interview. So yeah, that's where they're at, and I have a bunch of other stuff, but I think I'm gonna send them to you, and we'll go over it next time.
Okay.
Next time we do this podcast.
Wow.
But yeah,
So
isn't
how
that
do
intense?
I guess the prediction here is like, how is this going to unfold, and like, how is Nicole gonna respond to this? Because it doesn't seem like she knows, as of this point, from her social media,
think she
activity.
knows.
Oh, you think she knows?
I think she
Okay.
knows. She's
And
just
she's
denying
covering
it.
up. Okay.
She's
Yeah,
denying
denial. Denial is such a strong emotion.
Yeah, it really is. Like I think my guess is that she doesn't want to look bad. She doesn't want to feel embarrassed
Right.
in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And that's why she's saying, "Oh no, guys, it's real. It's real. We're gonna get married."
She's in so deep. I feel like this happens with people who are like about to do something bad. Like Madoff was in denial for so long, and that's how his scam got so big.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other people.
Serial killers.
Yeah.
They have to stay cool and believe in their lies,
Right.
to say that they're innocent, until they can't handle it anymore. And they're like, yeah, murdered a bunch of people.
Oof, good
so
example.
she's just doing that.
Yeah, it's like the start of something.
Yes,
for her.
yes, and that's sad.
Yeah. it
Because
really is.
until this present day, May is still not enrolled in kindergarten.
Oh
and
my
she's
god!
6 years old.
Really?
Yes, yes. I did so much in those 3 hours.
Oh my god!
I was deep.
We
I
gotta
was,
put you to work around
yeah.
here.
Oh my god. No, I had to be. I mean, if you do your work, like if you do your homework on like 90 Day Fiance,
Yeah.
and then you like put them in like a piece of paper, and you hide them all over the place, and you say, in order to unlock this thing, like this piece of information from a 90 Day Fiance couple, you have to do the dishes.
Yeah.
Like I might do the dishes just to get to that piece of paper.
Okay, that could be something fun for us to do.
It's not fun.
It sounds
It's
like
not,
extra work
it was,
for me.
No, it's not gonna. No, we're not doing
I
that.
can't believe May's not in kindergarten.
No,
That is
not yet.
a full-on crime.
That is.
Do you
yeah.
know the critical childhood development that happens during this time?
Yeah.
That happens in a supportive, like, classroom environment
Yeah.
with peers and
All she knows
reading
is
and-
going to Morocco and chasing guys,
Oh my god, that's
and going
crazy.
to petting zoos.
Jesus Christ.
Like that's her world.
Robily, take her.
Please, Robly,
Jeez,
take
send her
her.
to us.
Send her to We'll take care of her.
We will.
Yeah.
She can go to the kindergarten down the street. That's great.
That one's a good one.
They have,
Yeah.
they have a beautiful garden.
They always walk
outside.
by, and I always laugh
They're
because
so
they're so
happy.
funny.
Yeah.
They're developing humans, so they're all misshapen. They have these
Yeah.
big heads and these tiny bodies, and their
Little hands.
shirts don't match, and they're talking nonsense, and one of them don't wear shoes. They're just weird looking, and I can help to laugh.
Yeah.
It's really
They're
funny.
very cute.
So that's it. That's Azan and Nicole. That's all I have for them. I mean, I have more, but I don't. It's too much. It's been going on for too long. So let's move on. Stop yawning into the mic.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
We're gonna get more reviews.
So sorry.
We can't do this.
I know. I'm sorry. I did not. It was involuntary. I'm aware now.
Babe, what is wrong with you? I should enroll you into kindergarten.
You should. I can learn manners there.
Yeah.
All right, Libby.
All right. Yeah. Let's move on.
Texting them.
They're texting me. What do you want me to do? Andre is possessive at times.
Don't respond, I said.
Give me it now.
Whoa. That scene
Whoa.
was intense.
Yeah.
by
So what
itself.
happens? Andre snatches the phone out of Libby's hands because he doesn't want her texting.
Right.
Oh my god. We talked about this last episode that
We did.
I was really worried for Libby because she said to her dad Chuck, like, I am really worried about telling Andre about this like lie
Because
that
he's gonna be
irate.
irate.
He's gonna be irate.
Yeah.
And that is a special word. And it looks like she does have something to be fearful of.
I mean, he's a scary dude. He looks like he's
Yeah.
7 feet tall and just like this, like, monster that doesn't know how to like control his own power, like his
So
own strength.
true.
So
He's
I'd
very
be scared too.
caveman-esque. You know,
Yeah,
original
so-
man. Yeah, he's got a lot of anger issues.
Oh, okay. So wait, we forgot predictions for the Nicole and Azan thing.
Oh, I thought we talked about it.
Okay,
It was just like, it was kind of like a
Yeah.
disaster.
Well, my prediction is that they're not gonna get married ever.
Oh yeah, I don't think so. I think we're all
Yeah.
aware of that.
All right, cool. All right,
Yeah.
so Livy and
Andre.
Andre.
Yeah, I think Andre is really gonna like screw something up. And then he's going to have like a come to Jesus moment, if you will, for lack of a better term. And he's kind of gonna like rock bottom, like with his relationships with the whole family, and then he's going to build back up.
Yeah.
Like, I think he has the capacity to, but I think he's just very stuck in his own head right now.
During the show, Libby told him, if you go to my dad and ask him for a job, he'll give you a job. What do you think is Andre going to do? Do you think he's gonna go get a job?
Not right
Or
away.
not?
Not right away. But I think he
I don't
is
think he's
going to
gonna go
end
at
up
all.
going. Really?
I don't think he's gonna go at all.
I think he's going to end up, but it's not going to take a long time.
You think so? Like
I
an
think
episode
he has
or two,
no
or
choice. Yeah, maybe towards like the end of the episode. I don't even know how many episodes are in this season. 12?
I have no idea. But
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I think it's going to like take a little bit while. He's going to bottom out, as I said before, and then that's going to be one of his only options. And then the family's going to embrace him.
yeah, I honestly think he's not gonna go. I think he's gonna keep doing his he's gonna keep posting his ads on Microsoft Word for handyman, and
I love when you say handyman.
handyman. He's a handyman from Moldova. He's a handyman from Moldova. You hire me. I fix sink. I fix sink. You pay me $5,000.
Yeah.
I take care of us. I take care of my family. I provide. I become a provider.
He's like an entitled millennial provider.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah.
He's out of his mind.
He's really a character.
But yeah, he needs to step it up right now, especially because she's pregnant and
Right. She's doing it all on her own.
right. She's
And they
doing
spend
everything.
$150 a week on food.
I want to give a shout out to More Biggie.
Okay. Yeah.
Because she posted
The
a really
Instagram
funny one.
account?
Yes, the Instagram account, add more Biggie, and backup account, add more Biggie 2. She posted something really funny, which was basically Andre. No, it was Libby being on the job site, and she's pointing at something that she was, because she went to like one of the houses.
Yeah.
And then there was Libby talking to Andre. There was Libby. There was like 4 things that she was doing,
She was
like just
busy.
working, being busy, and it said Libby terrorizing everybody with her pregnancy.
Yeah.
Oh, I died.
know,
I think
that
I
was a good
unliked
one.
that picture just so I can like it again.
Oh man, the thrill
Because I thought
of
that
it.
was funny.
It's a good one.
Yeah, so follow add more Biggie and add more Biggie.
It's More
2.
Biggie 1 and More Biggie
More
2
Biggie 2,
right
yeah.
now, because More Biggie flat just became, I don't know, it like went away. Something happened with it.
It's probably
But-
Miss Potato.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Leda.
Yeah.
She's the worst. I love that she's.
We
Mrs.
don't
Potato.
mention that name around here.
Oh right, sorry.
We have to bleep that
She
out.
who must not be mentioned.
Yeah, she's like Voldemort.
Yeah, she really is.
So yeah, predictions. I don't think he's gonna go, and
And I do, but I think it's gonna take a while.
yeah, you think so you think he will eventually? Yeah, I don't think he's gonna go at all.
Yep.
Those are our predictions for that.
Yeah.
And I think that fight, it's gonna lead to Libby just ending up in the hospital
Shit.
for the baby
From stress.
from stress.
God, you always do this.
Like, I mean, it's logical,
Uh-huh.
Because
it is a lot of stress for one person
Right.
to handle.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's my prediction for them.
Okay.
All right, let's move on.
New clip.
She's territorialist. She don't care. I can't be coach wife because his dad really afraid of his mother. You should stay my side, but you wanna.
What do you think her bleep was? I can't figure out what
Fuck.
swear that was. You want to fuck what?
Like her.
Your mother?
No, she's like, don't you wanna like fuck me?
Oh, what was the whole sentence?
She's like, don't you wanna fuck?
Oh.
That's what I think she said.
So she's like using it against
Sex.
over him.
Using
I see.
sex again.
Yeah, that's all she's got. She's like
That's it.
burning all of her
Oh, she's
the trust
so
in her
annoying.
and everything. Yeah.
I can't wait for her to get deported.
I know.
I'll say it again.
Yeah.
She needs to be deported. Yeah. I can't stand her. I can't stand her.
Yeah, that means then she's a problem
Oh,
for Brazil.
Debbie. Yeah, she is. Oh, oh, Debbie, you don't like when I touch your dishes. Oh, maybe you will
terrorizing
die.
Debbie.
It's like, dude, leave her alone. She's an older lady. She's just trying to chill. Like, yeah, she might have a weird relationship with her son, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's worse things out there. Like, there's really worse things out there. Like, she could, they could be in love with a Moroccan prince who's a scammer. I don't know.
One thing that I think is really interesting, though, is Larissa starts to try and, like, diagnose what the problem is in the situation. And she says, Colchi's afraid of his mother, or something like that.
No, she says, Colchi is deadly afraid of his mother.
Yeah. Thank you for doing it better. what, like, she's either like flipping the story as usual, like crazy, or do you think she has some kind of unique perspective about the dynamic?
Nah,
I don't know.
Nah, she's flipped this. She's crazy. She's a crazy. She's a
is
crazy woman.
She is crazy.
She
But
is a
I
crazy
feel like
woman.
there's like weirder things going on in that house anyway. So I'm open to all possibilities.
I'm Team Colchi in this.
I'm
Still,
team no one still.
I'm Team Colchi, Team Debbie.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm team Debbie.
Yeah, no, we totally are. Like,
Yeah.
we like Debbie. We totally like Debbie. We invite her
Debbie's
to
cool.
stay over our house whenever she wants. Bring the slot machine. It's cool.
Yeah.
But Larissa's just out of her mind. She's out of her mind. The way she's coming off on this like episodes, that she's coming as a fucking
She went back
crazy,
to crazy.
Yeah.
We had like a breath of fresh air with her
When she went to
in
jail.
Yeah, that worked out for her. It kind of
Because
evened her out a little
It
bit.
really did. She became a person. She's like, oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm about to get deported. Like, she didn't want to get deported.
Right.
So she was like on her best behavior.
Mm-hmm.
She was like being nice to Debbie and everything, and then next thing you know, she like freaked out.
I know.
Once she found out like the case was like, you know, dismissed,
Mm-hmm. She's back on top.
she's back to being the regular psychopath that she was before, if not worse.
It's so ballsy.
Yeah, the balls in
So
that lady.
ballsy. Yeah.
So I don't like her.
My only predictions is that in the next couple of episodes, like, she's going to leave that house not by her own accord. Like, she's going to have to be like dragged out of that house. Like, it's going to be a big fight, kicking and screaming. Maybe Debbie's gonna get hurt. I don't know. Has Debbie gotten scratches on her face yet?
I think this is the second fight.
What do you mean? It's like brewing?
Yeah, this
Okay.
is like the second time that Coach is gonna call the cops.
Oh shit.
And she gets
Wow.
arrested again.
She's definitely not gonna want to have sex with him then.
No. Mm-mm.
Wow.
That's my prediction. The cops are gonna be called, and
Yeah. Oh man, I
Yeah.
hope everyone's okay.
we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Next one.
All right, next one. I think this might be the last one.
That's right.
Or we got two more.
Nope, the last one.
Okay.
Chantel and Pepe.
Hola. Hey there.
So that was Chantel walking into Pedro's parents' house,
Mm-hmm.
which means she made it to the DR,
Right?
and she said hello.
That's all we know.
I feel like I'm walking into the lion's den.
Te voy a decir algo. Si yo estoy ahí, la arrastro a todita.
So right there, the mom said, I'm going to tell you something. If I'm right there, I'm going to drag her through the mud.
Ooh.
Fighting words.
Ooh.
Tus hijos no son inocentes.
Now Chantel is saying, stop yawning.
Hey, no one can hear.
What the heck, babe?
Could you hear?
Yeah.
No, you could just see.
Babe, stop
Tell us
yawning.
what they said.
Well, she said, sus hijos no son inocente.
Beautiful accent.
Which is basically the Dominican way of saying that.
What?
If she really wanted to say it in Spanish, she'd be like, sus hijos no son inocentes.
Uh-huh.
But she goes, sus hijos no son inocente. That's the Dominican thing. They don't pronounce the S.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice. I don't know Spanish that well.
Yeah. So anyway, she basically says your kids,
Mm-hmm.
your son and daughter,
Mm-hmm.
are not innocent.
Ooh.
And then she hits her with this one.
Y me, tú.
That's my favorite.
Which means, and neither are you.
Ooh.
But she said it with this face like, and neither are you.
Mm-hmm. The way she said "two" was really embarrassing because it was so high pitched. But she knows Spanish well enough to be sassy. That was sassy Spanish.
That was sassy.
Yeah. Those
Yeah,
were, as
yeah.
you said, fighting words.
Then we're fighting words.
Yeah.
She went in there with a goal. She's like, I'm not gonna let them mess with me. I'm gonna mess with them.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think it worked.
Oh, I think it's working fine.
Yeah.
So prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Family Chantel shows up.
Whoa. With Shocky? Without Shocky?
Maybe Dominican Shocky.
Whoa. They buy one when they're there.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And I predict a big fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think a big fight is definitely brewing. I don't think those people like can get out of any situation without fighting with each other.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't think Pedro and Chantel are going to last.
I
That's
honestly
my prediction.
don't think that's going to. Yeah, I think the same thing. I think we predicted this since the beginning, the first episode.
Yeah.
and we should revisit
We should.
those predictions just to see where we're at right now. Because right now it's like the middle. It's like halfway through. Like actually, it's almost done.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's gonna end up in a big fight. That's my prediction. I think Family Chantel is gonna show up. Huge blowout.
It seems like they like breaking stuff over hurting each other, though.
Yeah, true.
So they're probably going to break everything new
Which,
in
let's
that
face it-
apartment that Pedro sent money for.
Yeah, let's face it. That's Nicole's apartment.
Right.
That's all it is. I was doing a show last night in Shoveltown Brewery in Easton, Massachusetts. And after the show, we went to a Mexican restaurant called El Mariachi in Easton, Mass. And we were talking about podcasts and the guy and just comedy and the show. And the bartender goes, "Are you guys comedians?" And we said, "Yeah, we're all comedians. Except for James Firth. He's just here hanging out." Obviously, we're just joking.
No one gets it.
Well, James Firth is a comedian from Rhode Island.
He's not going to listen to the show. It doesn't
Nobody's
even matter.
well,
You need
it
to
doesn't
burn
matter.
him.
James Firth.
Okay.
He's a comedian. He's very
Haha,
funny.
you're so funny shitting on other people.
He's my friend. He's funny. We're making fun of him.
Anyway.
So, anyways, the guy, we started talking about it, and I mentioned this podcast. And he goes, "Oh, 90 Day Fiance, the show." I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, dude, that's like one of my favorite shows." I'm like, "Oh, no shit." He goes, "Yeah." And then we started talking about the 90 Day Fiance, and we started talking about the characters. Everybody's giving me shit. Everybody's calling me names, you know, that I refuse to repeat in this podcast. And this guy's like, no. He's right. He's pointing at me. He's like, he's right. It's like, dude, this girl from fucking, she lives in Florida and she goes to Morocco. And I'm like, yeah, Nicole's a fucking, he's like, yeah, dude, I get it. Like, we bonded over that. And I'm like, dude, you got to listen to the podcast. He's like, yo, I will listen to the podcast. So now he's, you know.
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah, shout out to the bartender at El Mariachi in Easton, Mass. He was great. I think he did MMA.
Oh, no
he had
way.
he had the fighter's ears.
Oh.
Yeah. And he looked like he was a guy that you wouldn't
he's
mess
beefed
with.
up.
Yeah.
But he makes drinks too.
He
So
makes drinks,
talented.
and he let us eat Wendy's. So
He let you eat Wendy's there?
at the bar, yeah.
Did you get a Frosty?
No, what would I get a Frosty for,
That's my
babe?
favorite.
But I'm not gonna get it just because it's your favorite.
I don't know.
Although James Firth did get chili.
Oh.
And yeah, exactly. Who gets chili from Wendy's?
That's like a recipe for disaster.
We told him, we're like, dude, you have dead animals in your basement. Like, there's just no way. Who gets chili from Wendy's at 11 o'clock at night?
Yeah.
Like, you're a maniac.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
So we give him shit for like a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, I can see why you make fun of him.
So that was funny. But yeah, that guy,
What was the point of
big
that
fan
story?
of a 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, I thought he was going to have some kind of insight or something.
No. He was intrigued by all the knowledge that I had.
I know it.
And
you gotta wonder
and
where.
he didn't seem to like dude, like I just watch it with my girl. Like, he's single, and he's like, no, dude, I watch
He
it all the
watches
time,
it,
and he
yeah.
watches. He knew the
It
characters.
is the sleeper show of our generation.
It really is.
Everyone's
People
watching
should watch it.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: it's not only about the characters, but the personalities. It's not about them. It's about the learning from it that you get.
It's literally called the Learning Channel.
It really is. It bothers me that they're putting this kind of
Garbage. But we're all learning.
yeah, but you're learning.
We're all learning about people and sociology and different countries and different choices. Like, we're all learning a lot of stuff.
How scams work.
Yeah. We're very educated in that
It's
now.
insane.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much I'm learning from this.
Literally the
time,
Learning Channel.
And literally the whole time I'm thinking, well, this is trash TV. But, like, I love it. But, like, I'm like, you know what? I'm learning things from this.
Yeah, that's true.
It's insane.
That's very true. Yeah, I see people on the show that, like, I would never normally meet in real life. Like, I don't know anyone from Oklahoma. I guess I've, like, met people from Oklahoma, but, like,
I've never met anybody from
I don't.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, nice people, but I, like, would never get to, like, hear them, you know, and, like, really, like, I know they're, like, you know, on TV and they're trained on how to, like, you know, be in the media and everything, but, like, you'd never really get access to these kind of people,
Right.
And, like, such a cross
I
section.
would never hear about Mechanicsburg.
Right. Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. That's all I can think about.
That sounds
now.
like a town that somebody went, hey, where you live? You're like, Mechanicsburg.
Yeah, right, because you see different items in
Yeah,
your
and you're
house.
like, wrench thing, Mechanicsburg. Mechanicsburg.
No, that's the thing about all those towns, though. When like the early settlers like went in, they were like, "What do you want to call it, sir? Like you're the first one here," and then they like just think of something.
They're like Miguel Town.
Right? Yeah. That's why there's like a million main streets and a million Falmouths and like all those things. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we learned things today, and we podcast, and it was fun. And I'm sorry that we were so late with this episode. We promised it on Wednesday, but we've been so busy with the whole move and everything.
Crazy busy.
Trying to find, like, we have, like, maybe 10, 11 storage facilities that we've been looking at. So we're really busy at that, and we're going to be gone a week, and maybe we'll podcast on the road, too.
That could be
we
fun.
have the equipment. You know,
do
we
it
can
on
do
Megabus.
Yeah, we can do it on the Megabus. Because we are classy people from, you know, I'm not going to say anything. Not going to say anything. But yeah. So I think that's it, really.
That's how you want to end it?
Well, no, I want to end it with giving people a shout out, you know. People from Mexico, Japan, Belgium, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, Poland, France, all of those people that download the podcast internationally. And also to the people from California, Texas, Arizona, Iowa, Massachusetts, Vermont. We finally hit Vermont. And did I say New York already?
No.
Oh, well, New York. New York's big, too.
Cool.
Yeah, so...
Great. We love you all.
Yeah, we sure do, man.
We love you all.
We
Join
sure
us
do.
on 90DF_ I Want My Podcast on Instagram and interact with us there. We're reposting the most fire memes on
actually,
Instagram.
you know what? I think I might even message this to you.
Yeah.
So you can post all of it.
I know. I already said. So you can go watch
All
all
of
that
it.
stuff. I mean, look at all that
Because
stuff.
it's like going insane right now, looking for the whole thing.
Okay, so it can be on our page.
Yes.
Yeah, you can
So you can
find
go
it
to our
there.
page, 90 Day Fiance.
No,
I'm sorry,
90DF
90DF underscore.
Yeah.
I want my
I Want My
podcast.
Podcast.
All one word. And we're on Instagram.
That's right.
And I want to go ahead and say this: if you're in Providence tomorrow night, which is Friday night, which is probably today actually that you're listening to the podcast, I will be at the Comedy Connection on the late night show, which starts at 10 o'clock. And I'm very excited for it.
You know we have to wake up at 6, right? Or we have to wake up at 5.
Yeah, we gotta go at 5
Oh God.
to go get a
That means you're gonna
new
be
storage
so
facilities.
cranky.
No, I'll sleep in the bus.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
be
promise?
fine. Yeah, I'm excited about this. I'm
All right.
very excited.
Good,
This
good,
is like
good.
the biggest move.
Ever.
I'm very excited about the move.
Good. Me too.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. We have we went to we're gonna go to storage facility in New York. There's a
Great.
couple in New Jersey, and I think that's it.
That's it.
That's
We'll
it.
keep you updated.
Yeah, thank you so much, everybody.
We
And
love you
again, we
guys.
apologize for doing this so late, but better late than never.
Exactly.
Boom. That's a Levy Dad thing.
What?
That's a Levy Dad thing.
What's a Levy Dad?
Because he always does cliches and
Who's Levy?
Libby.
Oh, Libby Dad Chuck.
Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
making fun of my accent too?
No, I just didn't know what you were saying.
Oh, maybe we need subtitles then.
I know for you sometimes.
Do we need subtitles?
Yeah, I think we might.
How are we gonna do subtitles?
What
This
did
is a
you say? You
podcast.
were
It's
trying
audio.
This morning you were trying to like tell me about a dream or something, and you were trying to say like, oh, he breathed the fog, and you didn't even say it that good. You were like, he breathed the fog, and I was like, what? It kind of sounds like you were trying. It kind of sounded like you were trying to say fuck, and I was like, he doesn't mean fuck. What do you mean? Fog, you fucking idiot. Fog.
Don't say fucking idiot. What is wrong with you?
I didn't even think that, but in the moment.
What is wrong with you?
It was for emphasis.
Can't
So
say
you
that.
have those words sometimes that you just don't like come through exactly.
Wow.
So subtitles would be nice for those.
Well, stop terrorizing me with your better English.
Oh, it's not better.
Stop terrorizing me, babe. All right. That's it, everybody.
All right, bye everyone.
Bye.
Good night.